This is my first video, so forgive any audio or editing errors. Thank you for watching in the first place, and excusing my yap session, let's just get right into the video. So what is it that makes this episode special amongst all the other classics? What does it do differently? And why is it regarded as the best SpongeBob episode that was ever made? I hope that by the end of this video, you and I will have a more solid understanding of what makes the perfect SpongeBob episode. Now, obviously, the first reason I'd like to bring up is nostalgia. Watching that first episode for the first time was special, especially considering that it had only 11 minutes to tell its story. However, with everyone going through all its details, nostalgia isn't a huge factor to consider anymore. A bigger, more important reason for this episode's quality is its lead character, Squidward. Now, usually we're following our little yellow pal, but for this episode, we follow Squidward. And I'm a firm believer that Squidward and SpongeBob-centered plots are peak SpongeBob. Take Naughty Nautical Neighbors or Pizza Delivery, for example. Now, Squid is challenged in this episode by Squilliam to play music in a band for the Bubble Bowl. Squid has to take on the challenge or risk being embarrassed by Squilliam. So Squidward recruits the townfolk and gather them into a gym to practice. And this leads me directly into my next point. Character interaction. Almost all of the main characters are here. That's SpongeBob, Squidward, Patrick, Mr. Krabs, Sandy, Plankton, Larry, Mrs. Puff, and a bunch of the background fish, including my favorite, Fred, the My Leg Guy. All of these characters try and absolutely fail to learn instruments, and eventually get into a massive fight, causing Squidward to reasonably crash out and leave the gym. Squidward is at his lowest point, and that's the next thing I want to be talking about. You are right there with Squid. You are genuinely invested in him and want him to succeed, something that never happens with his character. And that, I believe, is why this episode is so special. It feels real. Everyone has felt the way Squidward has in that moment. Defeated and wishing that he would have been able to do something, anything different. However, he doesn't stay defeated. SpongeBob and the gang show up, and so reluctantly, Squidward agrees to go to the Bubble Bowl with them. And he's shocked to find out that they all learned how to play overnight, just for him. Now, I'd love to play the song, but I'm not about to get copyright claimed on my very first video. Anyway, Squidward is given a massive victory, and the episode ends on a freeze frame of him jumping in pure ecstasy. Now, I believe that this freeze frame ending is another reason that this episode is so special, because it isn't the end of these characters' stories, they continue after that. But for Squidward, this is where we as an audience can leave him. We can leave him and let him enjoy his moment of victory. All of this comes together to create a short 11-minute episode that gives us a beautiful picture of hope, to keep pressing on and enjoy sweet, sweet victory. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. If you made it this far, consider, liking, subscribing. If not, that's fine. I just want to see if you guys like this kind of content. I'll see y'all in the next video.